Hey Gemini. Gemini, how are you doing? First of all, I'm going to start off with a song. The song Spirit gave me for it because you actually I was editing, uploading Aries and Taurus videos. Okay, if you have Aries Taurus placement, go watch that. They're already up on my YouTube channel. I was editing that and then I finished and Spirit was like, okay ma'am, go sit down, there's a message. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, let me come in. And I was getting ready. Spirit was like, okay, there's this song for Gemini. It's Why Love by Ashake. And as I started in the introductory part, you guys, this Aries season for you is just top tier. Like March to April for you, Gemini, is top tier vibes. 100% unadulterated, untainted, uncontaminated, top tier, top notch, 100% vibes. What are you talking about? Gemini, this March to April for you, I'm so excited. Like, it's like, Spirit is like, you don't even have a clue. Because you guys, you've done a lot of inner work. You've been doing a lot of inner work, focusing on listening to yourself, listening to your higher self, listening to your intuition, tuning out the external noise. You've been doing a lot to build your faith, and with your faith being built comes inner strength, or came inner strength, and your inner resolve and your can-do spirit. Over this last 3 months of 2024, so from Aquarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces season, you guys have really stepped into that place of just, I'm going to do this shit, I'm going to stay focused, I'm going to push through, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to stay committed. And Spirit is like, baby, your spirit guys are like, ooh. Alright, so baby Gemini, this is your extended reading for March to April. What you need to know in Aries season, March to April. I'm going to be looking at what energies are coming up for you, the opportunities where you need to be aware of. Oh, now you can just basically maximize this energy available for you to the maximum. The song was Oriomola, my baby, or bring to Bafaro, me consider lucky. Like, anyone would marry you would be lucky. For a single Gemini, that's what you're feeling like right now. Like, if anyone was to come up to you to approach you, like, they'll be lucky to have you as a spouse. And that feeling is like, your confidence in yourself is just unshakable, and that's just attracting. And Miss Reese is like, that's attracting so many gazes and attention and admiration to you at this time. So you have, your cup is filled from within, and then others are also still trying to fill into your cup, but your cup is already filled from within. And I'm seeing you guys kind of like shrugging off and me like, excuse you, I don't need all of that, my cup is filled by myself. That's the vibe I'm getting for you. Alright, but there's something about the surprise engagement, Geminis, that you should look out for. Be on the lookout for a surprise engagement. You are going to be so surprised this Aries season, this March to April. There's something about surprise announcement, surprise engagement. For those of you that are not single, for those of you that are like in relationships already, this engagement is going to come in form of like a business proposition, like a business opportunity. There's just something around you signing an agreement. You'll be signing a contract. A contract will be presented to you over this March to April period when we're in Aries season. Alright, so we started off already with your introductory video. If you didn't see that, check out the shorts. It's already linked somewhere in the description below. Okay, and the first card you got was Orion, which is like Chariot. You're moving forward. As I already told you, for you guys, you're moving forward. You're tapped in. Like, and you see, that's your higher self just whispering in your ear and telling you, okay, go this way, go this way. You're tuned in. You're tapped in. You're tapped in. Ooh, I love it. Spirit, you guys, you are going to be feeling tingling sensation in your fingers. Okay, you know Gemini rules hands, but your fingers are going to be tingling over this March to April, and it's like whenever they tingle, it's for you to pay attention. There's a card that turned around now. Okay, so we got anchor. So you're basically on losing. So Geminis, you are moving. This is Chariot. Then you also got the anchor, freed up from the bottom of the ocean. So Geminis, this March to April, expect some kind of movements. I'm seeing like physical movements, psychological movements, but also a sort of emotional movement. There's a sort of change happening. Your status is changing in one form. Your financial situation is also changing. I'm hearing like your financial situation is changing, your abundance is changing, your happiness, your success, your prosperity, literally. So there's a change in status coming for you, Gemini, in this March to April. And then see the numbers. You guys are going to be saying 3s and 5s a lot. This is, can you see, this is 5-3 and this is 3-5. That's so amazing. Spirit is showing up today. Spirit is showing up today. So Gemini, so some of you need to prepare for a trip. However the trip is, even if it's not physical, if it's psychological, prepare your mind that where you are at the beginning of Aries season, where you are by the end of March is not going to be where you are by, that's not going to be where you will be by mid-April when we move into Taurus season. You guys, some of you, I'm hearing like your address change, your status change, the way you see yourself now, the way you see yourself has changed. So your environment, the environment outside you, the people around you, the people outside you, the situations that kind of like contribute to your well-being, the situations that contribute to your person, that contribute to your existence, basically all of those things need to shift to be able to match this your new elevated vibration. Oh, okay, so Gemini, you guys, there are 2 doors going to be presented to you this March to April. Which one are you going to be choosing to walk through? There's luck here. Oh, there's luck. This is wishes fulfilled. You are going to be presented with 2 doors. I'm going to give some more clarity on what these doors are, but you're going to present again. Can you see the fox? You've got fox here. This is changes. Changes upon you, sweet Gemini. Changes upon you. Change in your abundance. Change in your success. Change in success. Change in status. Change in relationship status. That is coming out very, very strong. I'm really serious. Some of you are going to be getting engaged, like very surprise engagement. I'm be like, where did this? Like you were not expecting this. You're expecting some things, but you were not expecting this. Like just surprise encounters, just surprise out of the blues, and you're like, where is this coming from? You guys are going to be seeing 2 2s as well. I already told you, you'll see 3-5, 5-3, 3-5, 5-3, 5-3, 3-5, 3-5. Again, see, I didn't even see the 2. Can you see the 2? Can you see the 2 too? This is interesting. Okay, so Gemini's 2 doors are going to be presented to you. Both of them are going to equally take you to, both of them are going to take you towards success and abundance. But it's like there's something about you've previously experienced one door, you previously had a certain kind of like, I'm getting like 2 offers. Some of you might be getting like 2 marriage offers or 2 job offers or 2 contract offers or 2 move offers. You know, you're Gemini, you're on each other already. So it feels like 2 opportunities are going to be presented to you between this March to April. And one of them is something you've experienced before, while the other is something totally new that you might be looking forward to and being open to experiencing. Let's see if we can get some more clarity about these experiences and this offers being presented to you. But there's luck here, there's wishes fulfilled here. However, whatever choice you take is still going to lead you to success and wishes fulfilled anyways. Thank you, Spirit. Like, they're not even allowing me to shuffle. So you got homeless in reverse. So you guys are getting a new home, Gemini. Please prepare. Start packing your bags. Start packing your bags. The things you're moving from this your current home, because you are not going. Your address is changing. You guys are moving to a new home. You've also got stability, harmony, acceptance. Okay. Caution, accident, and rights, ceremony, mystery, magic. Okay, so what Spirit is saying right now, what I'm really feeling is that engagement ceremony is happening. You guys, there's also something about you needing to just be extra careful not with your decision making. Right now, you've learned to trust yourself. You've learned to tune into your intuition. You've learned to tap in literally. You've learned to really tap into your gut, to what your higher self is, what your higher self is telling you, what your spirit guides are telling you. So you have to not be paranoid or nervous about this situation you're going to make. Don't think that you're going to be making a mistake. Don't think you're going to be making the wrong choice. Basically, like, just trust yourself and let paranoia go, because when you become anxious and you get worried, that's when accidents occur. That's when you start taking missteps. That's when you start making mistakes. That's when you start doubting yourself. And once doubt creeps in, it makes you like paranoid and not able to trust yourself. So this March to April, I'm going to ask you, like, every day, try to ensure you maintain like a sacred part of your day. Like, have like your practices, your rituals, your daily rites. your daily schedule, basically, like when you wake up, what do you do? Having a sort of schedule for yourself, having like some, not tightly regimented, but having your plan, like, okay, when I wake up, this is what I do, this is how I do it, this is what I need to get done. Because you built that up, you literally built that you built that commitment, self-discipline over this last 3 months. So moving forward is going to be essential for you to be able to maintain it, because I'm seeing here there are a lot of changes coming in for you, as from the foxes, from your home change, from your house changing to your status changing. For some of you, you're literally going to go from being single to being married within 3 weeks. And with that comes its own responsibilities and the changes. For some of you, are going to go from being not having one single paying client, or maybe just having few paying clients, to having like being fully booked out for the year, and that is going to come with its own responsibilities. So it's just like when these changes come, don't allow doubt or anxieties or worries to get the best of you and make you kind of like self-sabotage. Because if you don't trust yourself, then you'll fall off your wheel, that this discipline, this regimen you build for yourself, let it kind of like guide you through executing, because all of these are your wishes fulfilled. All of these things are the things you were asking for and you were desiring and you were praying for, and now these things are coming in. So don't let yourself self-sabotage because it just suddenly becomes too much and you're like, what the fuck, where did this come from, how did this happen? Okay, so be careful. So that's why this caution is here, that's why this accident is here, because this is literally like, just be cautious, just be careful that you don't self-sabotage. What will help you to maintain whatever you've built up over the last 3 months, from Capricorn season to Aquarius season to Pisces season, those things you've identified as what elevates your soul, as what makes you align better with your higher self, those are the things you need to continue doing. Those are the things you need to continue doing as this wish is coming, as this success comes in. Ooh, I don't even know why am I still pulling cards. Spirit, what else do they need to hear at this time? Thank you. You want to guess what it is? Overrate your intuition, baby. I feel like tapping out of this reading at this time. Overrate your intuition, Gemini. You've done so much work on yourself. You've done so much work believing in yourself, trusting yourself, like patting your own back, picking yourself up, dusting off your butt and saying, okay, you know, I'm gonna do this. It's not me. It's not me. I'm going to get it done. If anyone can do it, I'll be the one to do it. That's the vibe you've been on. That's been the role and camaraderie. Like, you guys, I'm seeing it like you've been pep talking. Is it pep talking? You've just been like, you've been like your own support team, your own advocate, your own fan, your own follower. You've basically been your own loyalist, your own supporter. And Spirit is like, this March to April, you are going to see that Spirit was watching all the while. The universe was watching, your angels were watching, your ancestors were watching. You were never doing any of these things alone. Because this is number 2. Can you see? Can you see? Right now I'm like, okay, why didn't I turn on my lights? But I really like this mood, so I'm like, this is number 2. You guys you're going to be flooded with 2s in March, between March to April. You'll be seeing 2s everywhere, and that's just a sign of union. Actually, that's a sign of union. You being in union with your higher self, you being in union with Spirit, you being in union with your soul, also coming into union with someone else. For those of you that are already in relationships, okay, for those of you that are single, this March to April, your status is changing. You guys are going from single to engaged, single to married, single to pregnant already. Whoop. Or single to baby daddy expectant parent already. Okay, and then for those of you that are already in relationships, this is yours. I'm seeing like these changes are happening for you. For even the single ones, the changes are happening for you in terms of your emotions and your financial. And then for even married ones, it's like even your relationships with your spouses, with your partners is going on a deeper level, because over the last 3 months, and this is not something that started 3 months ago, but it's just that in the last 3 months, you picked up the pace, you stayed dedicated, instead of allowing yourself to waver and like switch off and turn off and turn out. No, you stayed because you dedicated yourself to it, and this has really changed you dramatically, even in ways you can't see for yourself, but the people around you can see. Your spouses, your partners, your people around you are seeing it. And now Spirit is like, okay, I'm going to show you that I've been seeing it. I'm going to show you, Geminis, that we've been saying it, that we've been applauding, because I'm also hearing like everything you've been wishing for, everything you've been manifesting, everything just comes flooding in at once. That's where you're being guided. Like, don't self-sabotage, don't start doubting yourself, don't allow anxieties to creep in, don't start saying, oh, okay, maybe there's something wrong, maybe there's something negative, maybe something bad will come after this. No, none of that crap. Overrate your intuition. Your intuition is what got you here thus far. It's your intuition that led you here. You trusting your intuition, you trusting your higher self, you trusting your instinct, you trusting your connection to your divine being, to being in alignment with your higher self, to being in alignment with God, to being in alignment with Source. So far, that's what has brought you here. So don't ever for a second think that that is going to leave. In fact, your intuition is getting stronger. Your intuition is getting stronger. Oh, this is so cute. Spirit, you want to give them any clarity about this offers being made to them? Ooh, thank you. Thank you. You've got 10 of Swords. This is mastery. Can you also see this is still movement? This is mastery. This is finally being seen, proclaimed, published. I mean, like for some of you, you've been working on a book or a series of books or some materials that are going to be published to great acceptance. Like your book suddenly becoming bestsellers, and you're like, what? I wasn't expecting. I just wanted to, sell maybe a few thousand copies, but they suddenly sell 10,000 copies and it just become a bestseller overnight, and you're like, how did this happen? Okay, so you guys, this is all the work you've been doing, your expertise finally being acknowledged on it. And it's not a matter of finally being acknowledged, it has always been acknowledged, but it's just that it's been acknowledged in smaller circles. Now your expertise, your mastery, what you can do, your abilities, your skills, your everything, baby. Oof. It's being acknowledged on a bigger stage, and Spirit is saying this is not even the biggest. It's just that this is a bigger stage. So it's like you are leaving the pond for the lake, but there's still the sea, and then there's still the ocean, and like there's just still a lot out there. So don't even get carried away. So just take this up like, okay, it's a normal thing. Be grateful, yes, but don't get carried away, because this is just the beginning. Like, you guys have been doing so much. I'm so proud of you. Like when Spirit said I should sit down here to channel message this for Gemini for match trip, I was like, oh, Spirit. I just was like, I'm so glad I did, because this is so good. Like, I wish I could argue right now. If you're like, I'll just argue right now. That's actually how I feel. Like, that's what I feel like doing. Like, just arguing you, like, baby, good job. I don't. Is there anything else you need to know? Is there anything else you want them to know? Okay, yeah, tell me to give you some spirit animals to guide you through this period. But overall, this is just a very beautiful reading. Like, Gemini, you've been doing the work, and now it's time for you to move to the next level. So open your arms wide. Welcome this change. Drive forward, drive your chariot forward. Don't look back. Don't even look back. There's nothing backwards for you. There's nothing happening backwards for you. There's nothing happening in the past. There's nothing happening in your old environment, in your old houses, in your old addresses. There's nothing happening there. There's nothing happening with the old exes. Everything, you're moving forward so fast. So fucking fast. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. You've got 3 spirit animals working with you. First of all, you've got Honeybee, Divine Feminine. You're being called on to rise. I know Spirit is always correct. I know, like, Spirit is always, but when sometimes when everything just comes together perfectly, it just makes me like, this is just amazing. Life is just magical. Life is just miraculous. Because you're being called to rise. Like, there's no fucking coincidence. Everything is already planned. So even you doing all this inner work was already planned. So don't even shoot yourself in the foot moving into March, April. Receive your throne, receive your crown, receive the people coming to bow at your throne. It's your due right, it's what you've been, it's what has been accrued to you for all the work you've been doing. Okay, so when all the glory, when all the riches, when all the blessings, when all the success, when all the abundance, when all the offers come rushing in, don't even try to like, could it, oh, it's accept everything. Oh yes, thank you. Oh yes, thank you. Oh yes, thank you. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, that is it. All you need to say is, oh yes, thank you. Oh yes, thanks. Oh yes. That's it. No questions asked. You guys are going to be saying honey bees. You might also be feeling like eating a lot more honey. I'm hearing like honey buns also. So you might be feeling like eating like pastries. Like I'm hearing like honey buns, also like cinnamon buns. Okay, divine feminine, you are being called to rise. You are being called to rise. You've got, oh my goodness, I didn't even see it. You've got Phoenix, empower. Fire activations bring creative and spiritual freedom. This is everything we've been talking about in it. Fire activations bring creative and spiritual freedom. Now you've done all that work. Now you know what you can do. Now you like, spirit is now putting you on a bigger stage. Do you understand? Spirit is now putting you on a bigger stage. Spirit is putting you on a bigger stage for you to showcase the work of God, for you to showcase the skills that has been placed in you, for you to showcase your mastery. Spirit is putting you on a bigger stage with a bigger limelight on you, with a bigger audience. I'm like, what? I feel like jumping out of my skin right now. Then you got dark, divine service. How can you serve yourself better? So you got divine feminine, you got empower, you got divine service. What other confirmation do you need? Baby, see, all you need to do after watching this video, after watching this reading, just start packing up your bags, like looking through your closet. Okay, this is not going to serve me on my new stage as my new person, now what kind of clothes you want to wear, how do you want to look, what do you want to eat, where do you want to go, what do you want to talk to. You've done a lot of this inner work to be able to receive this external manifestation. So accept your blessings, serve yourself, pour into yourself first, because you were the one who went through it. So be grateful to yourself first, be grateful to your higher self. How do you show gratitude to yourself? By committing to yourself. Like now, your commitment to yourself is now going to be like times freaking as 1,000. If you're committed to yourself before like 5%, now you're becoming like 5,000% committed to yourself, and nothing is shaking you. Nothing is taking you out of your way. There's no traffic in your lane. Nothing is moving you from your path. You're secure on your throne. Your crown is secure on your head. Okay. Alright, Gemini, that's your reading from March to April. I love you. Mwah.